think that the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government. The one thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable e-cash, a method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A.
Welcome back, guys. Mr. B XRP, welcome back. Today is December 8th of 2020, and I love Milton Friedman, and I want to thank the Oracle for tagging me on this on Twitter. It's always important to hear that. That guy was an absolute mastermind. All right, so let's hop right into it. Toward the end of this video, I was sitting in on the Link to Investor Conference today, which is going on till I don't know, about 5 o'clock Eastern time today. So if you guys were thinking about getting in there, you still have time to get in there probably, or you can get in there tomorrow. But I was able to ask a couple of questions that I think you guys might be interested in. So hang in there toward the end. You're going to hear my questions. And let's just jump right into the market here. Let's see what's going on. So XRP is hovering at 58.5 cents. Just it's been down the last couple of days, and let's see where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is at 18,903, 18,901. All right, so let's go to it. The market cap has dropped down to 557 billion. I think at our height so far in the last 2 weeks, we had hit 597 billion. So we pulled back about 40 billion from where we were maybe about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. But I still think we're trending in the right direction from what I hear from all the brainiacs out there. Anyway, so Bitcoin's at 18,852, Ethereum's at 573, XRP's at 58.5 cents. Tether is holding safely at $1. And nothing too exciting happening with the market today as far as the money is the prices are concerned. All right, so thanks to the Oracle on that. Quick update for people that have assets on iTrust. iTrust put this out. I wanted you guys to know. Claiming your Spark tokens. It said in order to claim your Flare tokens, you do not need to perform any actions. You simply need to hold your XRP on your iTrustCapital account at all times between snapshots 1 and 2. iTrustCapital snapshots date December 9th, 4 o'clock Pacific. Flare Network snapshot is December 11th, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard. And December 12th, I think that's 12 o'clock UTC. And it says, please note, this means that you must maintain the full balance of your XRP from the time of snapshot 1 all the way to snapshot 2. If you sell your position in the meantime, you will lose your claim to Flare token distribution event. So guys, you have to carry your balances between these two times, okay? So if you're with iTrust, pay attention. And if you have any questions, call them over there. Don't go by what I'm saying. I'm just bringing it to your attention. So get with those folks. This was from the Crypto Bull. Based on the 2017 fractals, these are my approximate XRP monthly targets. December, $2.50 to $3. January to February, 14 to 21. March, $7. April, $5. May, $5. June, $5. July, $7. August, $55. September, $100. Well, from your lips, my friend, I sure hope you're right, but let's see. Let's see if you're right. I think a lot of people would like to see if you're right. But hey, so I had posted this on Twitter. 23's left, the year of the digital asset, and U.S. regulators are coincidentally calling for needed digital asset clarity. Source, Ripple Insights. And I've got the link here if you guys have never read the story that Ripple put out last December. So it's actually now, as of today, it's 22 days. I actually posted this last night, so it's 22 days left in the year of the digital asset. And I will tell you, sitting in the Link to conference about half an hour ago, I heard Greg Kidd was talking with Ethan Beard, who used to be with Spring or Ripple X, whatever you want to call it. He's since left and working on another project, but it's somehow Ripple related. I don't know what it is. But he asks Ethan about what his thoughts are in the year of the digital asset. And Ethan gives his opinion. And I will tell you that Greg Kidd seems very bullish still about this year. and I will try and I won't have video for that probably until tomorrow, but I will get you guys some clips of that so you can see it. But Greg Kidd seemed very, very optimistic about this year, and meanwhile, there's only 22 days left, so I thought that was interesting. So this was from XRP Crypto Wolf, and please follow him on Twitter, and I thank him for always sending me this great information. Coinbase's traffic surges 64% month over month as exchanges see 158.8 million visits in November. Binance saw 44.74 million visits in November, and Coinbase drew in some 37.48 million visits in November. Wow. Okay, a lot of traffic, a lot of things going on out there, which is good stuff. This was posted by CR at Equity Pool on Twitter. And G7 officials stress need to regulate digital currencies, U.S. Treasury. So, we heard this from Brian Brooks from the OCC. And we've heard it now from Steve Mnuchin. We've got to get these regulations. We've got to get this clarity in order. And I don't think it's any coincidence that this is happening at the end of the year. I think they're going to tidy this thing up and put a bow on it and get these regulations out as soon as possible. So that's great to see. This was from The Block at The Block. MicroStrategies wants to raise $400 million via convertible notes and buy Bitcoin with the net proceeds. I believe MicroStrategy was the first company that jumped in and put Bitcoin on their books. The first publicly traded company, I believe, I think they were the first one to jump out and do it. In fact, let's open this up because I think, let's see here. MicroStrategy said Monday it plans to raise $400 million via senior convertible notes. And then it went on to say, let's see. Okay, the move comes just days after MicroStrategy revealed that it bought $50 million in Bitcoin, with its holdings now just north of 40,000 BTC. And I think when they bought it, it was $9,000. So it certainly worked out for them. It was a smart move for sure. I am going to jump over to the video that I just did in the link to conference. And if this doesn't sound good, I'm going to go ahead and edit it in. But for time purposes, I'm going to try and just run it right here, guys, and hopefully it'll sound good enough. I asked this gentleman from Uphold, and his name is Robin O'Connell. He was sitting in for JP Tiriot, who was unavailable today, and I had an opportunity to ask him a couple of questions that I think would be of importance to everyone, and I'll let you guys hear what he had to say. So let's crank it up, and let's hear it.
Hey, Daryl. Let's see. Mr. Biggs, RP, you have a question.
Thank you, Karim. Hey, Robin. This question was for you from this morning, from when you were on this morning. And one of the things that we're hearing, specifically, I think it came out of the U.S. Treasury, is the concern for people holding their digital assets in cold storage. And what I would imagine is going to happen is even the most hardcore digital asset owners and investors are going to have to pull out of their cold storage and find their find their way to exchanges. Even though many of them may not want to, because there's a lot of the not my keys, not my crypto crowd. But one of the questions that I had for you, which I've talked to JP about in the past, is enacting some sort of a vault feature like Coinbase has, where there's multiple steps to get your digital assets out of your wallet, which makes a user feel more comfortable, like it's an extra layer of security. And one of the things JP had said to me was, so you want me to keep you away from your digital assets? And my answer to him was yes. I want to be protected because it's just an added layer. And I think that with more people probably coming to exchanges in the future, I think that would be very helpful. Do you see that as something you guys might add? And then my second question was going to be, can you now, or do you see in the future the ability to use a security key on Uphold?
Yeah, great questions. In fact, I was on a strategy call yesterday, and you must have been in JP's head or something. In terms of that, we discussed that very subject. So yeah, I think first of all, it's we listen to our customers. That sounds cliche, but you know, we're trying to, you know, figure out it's a rapidly evolving market, and you're trying to balance all of these different needs from, like you said, sort of on one end of the spectrum is, you know, not my keys, not my crypto, right?
Right.
The total decentralized, yet on the totally other end of the extreme, we're trying to bring on, you know, new users who maybe don't even want to deal with their keys because they just want the simplest, you know, user experience possible. So we're trying to kind of navigate amongst, you know, that set, and obviously, you know, we're not totally on the spectrum of just we're on the spectrum of ease, but we also cater to folks like yourself who you know, have been in blockchain, and these issues are really important. I'd also say that, you know, with the advent of DeFi and everything that's happening there, that's a driver for us too, to make sure that we have a solution in place that makes it easy for somebody to transition from Uphold, you know, into DeFi and access and so forth. So that was a long answer. Short answer is yes. We are looking at doing the very thing that you mentioned.
Awesome. And how about the security key? Can you use a security key now on Uphold? And if not, is that something you might add in the future as well?
Not now, but
okay.
Yes, we're looking at that, adding that in the future as well.
Fantastic. I'm a big fan. Love what you guys do, and appreciate that you guys take these types of questions in these formats. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
So I've been asking JP Achiriot this question now for all year, actually, and I've even messaged with him back and forth about it. And for those of you that use the Uphold Vault feature, it's an awesome feature because here's what happens. You have whatever assets you hold in Coinbase. You can have a basic Coinbase wallet and then a Vault wallet. And your Vault wallet, the only way to get your assets out is you have to answer to 2 different emails that you agree to take out your assets, and then you have to wait 48 hours. So it's kind of a timed sequence thing. And why would you want to do that? Well, you don't have to do it, but for me, I want every opportunity, if my account were to be hacked, to stop it. And that's another opportunity, the fact that it would take 48 hours. So now, the other thing is I use a security key, a Titan security key. It's what people that work at Google use. It locks down, you can lock down your email addresses, you can lock down your Coinbase account with a Titan security key. Look it up, Google sells them directly. I highly recommend it. And listen, if Uphold had Titan security key on their site, and they do, I keep telling them, do the big green vault, I might keep a little digital asset on their site. But the fact that they don't, even though I know that, you know, they're protecting it, it's offline and all that good stuff, I don't have that extra sense of protection. So this is for people that do want to keep some digital assets on an exchange. I know there's a lot of people that don't want to, and I understand it, but there may be a time in the future where you get forced to. That's why I asked the question. But for those of you that are using Coinbase and haven't used the Vault feature, check out the Vault feature. And I think you might like it. So wanted to share that with you and hope that was helpful. So this was from The Great Gatsby. You guys need to follow this guy on Twitter. He is smart. At Bamboo XRP. Why do I think an XRP pump will happen right after the snapshot? And he's talking about the Flare Network Spark snapshot. He goes on to say, because everyone else believes there will be a dump. That's the market, right? So essentially what he's saying is, do and expect the opposite of what the masses do and expect. And he's got a good point. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's an interesting point. And we're going to find out in just days for sure. Okay, just a reminder that David Schwartz is going to be with Uphold tomorrow. They're going to be doing an interview with him. December 9th, Wednesday, December 9th, 8 a.m. Pacific time. So if you guys want to see this, you need to go to Uphold. Go to Uphold on Twitter and sign up for it. And you can I signed up for it, so I'm going to try and sit in on it. But you might want to check that out. David usually does an interesting interview, to say the least. Does he do an interesting interview? Okay, last thing I want to show you is this video of this moose. This moose is huge. Watch this.
Huge. Hey there, bud. Hey there, bud. You gotta.
Look at the size of that thing.
Hey there, bud.
You know, I'm not going to play the whole sound because I might get copywritten. The first time I watched this, I thought, this guy is talking to this moose. What's wrong with this guy? And then I thought, I'd do the same darn thing. I would be saying the same thing. I'd be talking to this moose, telling him how big he is. I would do this. Look at him. He's a monster. Okay. Appreciate you guys listening. And hopefully tomorrow I can get those clips of Ethan Beard and Greg Kidd out. I would love to do that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I am not an insurance actuary. And I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. Yesterday, I told you guys the greatest way you can support my channel is completely free by hitting the like button. And you guys went nuts on the like button. So if you don't mind, let's do it again. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That will be helpful. Share my videos with anybody you think might appreciate them. Everyone have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.